Hey guys, we'll be back again in this new video tutorial with the OSP Pro in PHP programming. Now in this video simply again we're going to talk about operators. Now what are they? What are operators? Now operators, simply this refers to the function, or call them like that enables us to do operations in a program. Now we have a list of operators and they are divided in the following. We have arithmetic operators. Now with the arithmetic operators, this do the arithmetic operations like maybe addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the modulus of a program, or modulus, the remainder of a function. We have the assignment operators, and they have the comparison operators, increment and decrement operators, logical, string, and arrays. Now I'll list some, and the sum that I might not happen to do all of them in this program. Please guys, I'll request you guys to go to my channel. I have everything there, all the stuff's gonna be there down, and also the books that I'll list for you down to watch. No, not to read them, sorry, not to watch. Now I'm just taking back to the editor straightforward and start with those operators. Like we said, I said we have a list of operators. We have arithmetic. Let me just straight down start with what known as the arithmetic operators. Now with arithmetic, just like I've said to you guys initially, that what are they and how do you use them in a program. So with arithmetic operator, for them they simply just try to move this off. Arithmetic Now with the arithmetic operators, I say to you guys, for them we deal with something like maybe addition, subtraction, multiplication, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, talk of a modulus of a number, something like that, things like that. That's what we shall be having there. So let me try to handle them very fast. So always declare a variable as usual. Maybe a is equal to having maybe a 1. I'm just doing something simple. I have maybe b is equal to having b is having maybe 3. We have maybe also c, something like that. Now we have maybe c, which we don't know its function, or we don't know it, but maybe c is same as having a plus b, if that's the case. Now what am I trying to talk at the moment is like someone's trying to say that this is like assignment, so I can even change it into assignment operator, whereby it's like saying not assignment but summation, whereby summation of a and b equals to give us this statement. And remember I told you guys you can always use echo or printf to print for that statement. So something like this, or whenever I have something like this in a program, that implies what we're trying to deal with is what known as arithmetic operator, and you are basing on what known as addition. So if you happen to run this program, you'll discover that the program simply is going to give you the a plus b, which is 4, because if you check on our program here, it's 1 and 2. So the same applies when you change this or divide that by that. Definitely it will give you the result basing on what you happen to give in the program. You get, and that's it. So that's how you can simply make even a calculator program. You can make something good out of maybe PHP. Now let me try to talk about the modulus of this question. So if you check on the modulus, if I just happen to give like 2 minutes to think, or 1 minute to think, now what's the modulus? I've said now maybe a divided by 3 people. Modulus always remains like the remainder of a program after dividing. So remember when you say 1 divided by 3, is the answer is 0. So what's the remainder? The remainder is 3. So get me through that if you happen to run this program, what's the remainder is what I wanted the program, or that's what the program is going to give us. So when you try to say we have a modulus b, why is it giving us 1? Sorry, the answer is 1 because the remainder is 1. So I'm saying a divided by b, so the answer is 1 because that's the remainder. The remainder is 1. If it was 2, the answer would be 2 still, because when you divide 2 by 3, the answer is 0, and the remainder is going to be 1, be 2, that value which didn't go through. So that's how you deal always with what known as the arithmetic operators. So I'm done with that arithmetic operator. Maybe let me talk a moment also with another type of operators, which is now known as the assignment. You can always use assignment. So how do you deal with assignment? I'm just going to use the same functions. Now with assignments, you can use assignment always whenever we're having the conditional operators. Like give assumption, if I say if A is equal to B, what should the program do for us? If A is equal to B, we should tell the program to print for us something that A is equal to B. You get? Maybe let me just write something simple, that A is equal, or I just say true. Let me just say true. If it is equal, then let me just say true. Okay, if A is equal to B, true. Now else false. You get the point? Now check me. If A is equal to B, now what am I trying to, my point here is not about all of this blah blah. My point is about this two equal sign. Whenever dealing with an expression, please use two equal sign to compare that two statements, or check the two statements whether it is true. Get? So if it is true, then it has to print for what you need, and if it is not true, then it will not give you. And what I'm trying to talk here, ever much I'm trying to talk about one as assignment, but down here on these statements, like someone trying to talk about one as boolean expression. So that's it, guys. So that's how I can simply talk about with one as assignment operators. We always use two equal sign. Now we also have another type of operator which is known as the increment operators. Now how does the increment operator happen to work? The increment operator works like this. So we have two types of increment. We have increment and decrement operators. Now the under increment we have two types. You have the prefix increment and one known as post increment. How does the post increment works? The post increment behaves in this way. If you have the value of A is equal to 1, it's like trying to say that use 1 that you have, next time around make 1 to be 2. You get? The other next time again after the program running, make the 1 to be 3, as long as you still want to continue the program. So let me write for 1. This one known as post increment. How do post increment behave, or how is it? The post increment is given this way. You have the value of A, which is A, then I will say plus plus. You get the point? Now if you try to check here at the moment in the program, you'll discover that this is what will happen. The first initial value of A was that. So if I happen to just say that echo A for us here up on the program, echo A, the value for A, which in this case if I just say echo A, so I'm just going to try to break this statement down here so that we can get some kind of a break within the program. That's it. If that's the case, echo the value for A. So I'm going to first comment this increment at the moment. You'll discover that the value for A in this case is just 1. Check what will happen here. The value for A will be just 1. There's nothing much will change. It will be this one you're seeing down here. Now that's it, because this is 1. How about if I say plus plus? Now I change that plus plus there and I just put one on as echo that plus plus, and I'm just going to copy this within the program here and happen to paste it here down within my program. There you'll discover that this is what will happen with our post increment. The next time the value of A will be 1. Why? Because it has stored that value which I've given and has not yet used. How about if I happen to continue doing so within the program? You get? Happen to do so within the program, you'll discover that though I happen to put a break here, you just check very well how the program is going to be treated within these statements I'm trying to give down in the program. If you happen to check within this program very well, what will happen is that next time around when I happen to add some values, will be now definitely be changing from 1 to 2, 3, 4 continuously. That's how what known as post increment works. It just come from value post. Now there's another post of post which is known as post increment. There's one also known as prefix increment. with the prefix increment, we first add, then we use. The same as saying that add first over here. This, instead of saying this side here, come and first add them this side. It's just something like that. So I'm just going to copy this one without wasting time so that I don't repeat myself again in the program. You'll discover that for it will not wait for any more, again having one in the program. It will just be giving us answers definitely on addition, adding the values. So we shall be having the values something like wow, something like that. Let me shake these errors. So I have, sorry for this, sorry for that, guys, sorry for that ratio. I didn't see for sure. I forgot, sorry for that. So I have to have it behind the program, something like that. On the declaration, sorry for that, I didn't shake very well, sorry for that. So that's it. That's how we do it. Now that's it. When you try to cross check in this program, now you'll discover that now when I happen to refresh this program, it will definitely have some values starting from 1 continuously, without again saying that store this then use. Now it will just be add first then use. So that's it. That's how you can always use the increment. And then the last, second last type of operators that I'll try to talk about at the moment, there's comparison. Now comparison, just compare the two. Is A equal to B, something like that. Then it's just like assignment operator in some cases. Then talk about what known as the logical operators. Now the logical two types of operator that I will definitely talk about at the moment is what known as the logical and what known as the, this is post prefix and logical and positive. So that's it. So just come and paste that there. So guys, if you want the codes, you'll find all of the codes there down for you. Now let me just talk about the logical operators. So we'll talk about the logical operators there down. So how do they behave and how do we use them? With the logical operators, behaves like this. With logical, we have the two types of logical. We have the logical OR and the logical AND. And the logical OR AND behaves in this way. When one is true and the other is wrong, everything becomes wrong. And meaning false or something like that. And if all of them are true, they'll become always true. And if all of them are false, then the rest will be false. Just like this. If I say if A is greater than B, which I don't know that's true for sure. Now it's always a good practice to have these statements inside two double quotes. I'm just going to check that inside here. If A, so if A, this is what we'll simply talk here. If A is greater than B, now here we're using logical and maybe A and maybe A is greater than sum. You get? Now those are variables, not even A alone, sorry for that. These are variable names that we declare in the program. Declare in the program greater than B, and also here down in the program maybe we have that, just copy that. I have that maybe, and A is greater than sum. Now if I ask you a question, is really A greater than B? Now if you try to check in this program, A has never been greater than B, that implies wrong, and A has never been greater than sum, so that implies false, false. So the answer is going to be false. So if I say echo what? Echo maybe true, if at all it is true, and if it is false, coming down here and echo for us. Now with this one here, with else, for it does not again have the other conditions in the program. For it, what we'll just do, we'll just print, there's no condition in it. So I'll just copy that and just paste here where maybe it is false. For that case now, that implies that this condition here is tend to be false. If the other one is not true, then this will be false. So if you happen to run this program, for sure if you shake, you will discover that the false will run to be true for that case. Why? Is because it has discovered that A and has never been to the other one, and B has never been also equal to the other one. So that's it. So let me just try to shake. That's it, and that's it, my friends. So let me say that's what we have. Now the logical emission, if I change this maybe to less than, which all of us believe now that's true because A is less than B, this is true and this is going to be false because A has never been equal to the sum, but still will give us true because for it, like I said initially, if one is true and the rest is false, everything will be false. It's not like logical OR. With the logical OR behaves like this. How does logical OR behave? With the logical OR, if one is true and the rest are false, for it will go with the person who is true. So this case around, you discover that since one is true, we shake in the program. Is A less than B? If A is less than B and A is greater than sum, print for us true. You get? If A is less than this, is A less than B, and is A for sure, shake very well, is A less than greater than sum? If you shake here, A is less than B, which is okay, but is A less than sum? The sum is 1, meaning not the sum, the modulus here of this, because that's the sum, modulus of that, which is also 1. So you discover that it will actually give us here what known as false. So that's what I'll literally tell you in this moment. There were two types of that type. That's the string operators, and then what known as the array operators. So guys, I wish you next time. Please, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It was a bit long, but thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you all.